Hey guys, Demon here. This is the intro, not the actual video, but hope you enjoy it. Hey guys, Demon here, doing another Steven Universe theory video. Haven't done one of these in a while, but just doing another one. So today I was looking at a Steven Universe theory video. It was the theory about if the diamonds had a giant meccanoid robot that they create when all the diamonds go together because we see a giant head in the background of Homeworld, and it's attached to a torso, and a lot of people speculate that's a ship, that's a white diamond ship, even though she doesn't show up in the actual episode. She doesn't show up in the episode, so I don't know why she would have her ship there and she's not there. But whatever. A lot of people speculate that in the episode The Trial, and also the picture of Homer we get, that giant head with the torso looks like White Diamond, so that must be her ship. And obviously Blue Diamond and White Diamond have the arms and the hands of both sides. And a lot of people speculate that Pink Diamond had the legs. And at Rose Quartz's secret base where Lion showed Steven, or maybe it's not a secret base, I don't know. But Lion showed Steven it, and there was two pink things that could be legs that looked like they were bent. Although I personally think they were fingers, but whatever. So they could be legs. So people speculated that White Diamond had the torso and the head, and then they would join up with the arms of Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond, and then the legs of Pink Diamond would join up, and they'd make a giant meccanoid that would have destructive power and could fight. And I don't really know if I believe this theory or not. I kind of don't, but then again, it is Steven Universe, and there has been some weird stuff in there, so it could happen. But at this point, it would only be half a meccanoid, because Pink Diamond's gone and her ship's gone. Well, it's on Earth, I guess. Unless they made a new set of legs, which they probably would have if they want to make the giant meccanoid again. So I'm assuming if they make it, they'll probably have a new set of legs because Pink Diamond's gone. But anyways, I was thinking that if this theory is true, how the hell would Steven and the Crystal Gems be able to fight against a giant meccanoid, a giant robotic meccanoid? Even if they fuse, they wouldn't be the size of it, and it would be really hard to fight against it. Because even one ship has the power to, destroy a lot of shit. Just points and pew, the place blows up. So I was thinking that first off, I'll say this. I have made a video. I'll put it in the link in the description below, where I thought Steven's bubble could eventually turn into a set of armor. Because in an episode, I forgot the episode's name. I think it's Bubble, but it's where he saves Eyeball. He extends his bubble and grabs her and puts her in his bubble. And also, his bubble can turn into a mace now, so he's getting more and more control over it. So eventually, I think that he will have the power to turn it into almost a suit of armor. And the best description of this would be a character. I'll put a picture on the screen. There's a character in X-Men. Her name is Armor. She's in the comic books and also the animated X-Men show from not from America, but from actual Japan, the anime X-Men. She's a character in there, and basically her mutant power is to have this armor suit. And I was thinking Steven could eventually make his bubble into something similar to that armor suit, where he would have the power to save people by grabbing them and pulling them in, and also punch stuff and destroy stuff, because obviously the bubble can do that when it's in spiky form, but if it was in armor form, he could just punch stuff and destroy stuff And it'd be pretty interesting to see because, you know, he have a freaking armor. He have an armor suit made of his bubble. He wouldn't really get hurt, and he could like do a lot of damage with it. Now, how could that help defeat a giant meccanoid robot, you ask? Well, I thought that they would have to join into the giant fusion, which usually would be Rose, Garnet, Pearl, and also Amethyst, which used to be Pearl, Garnet, Pearl, and Amethyst, you know. I said Pearl twice there, didn't I? But anyways, it used to be, you know, all four of them, and they joined together, and they would make a giant fusion. Or at least that's what people speculate on, that they made a giant fusion. But this time it would obviously be with Steven. And also, I kind of hope that Lapis and Peridot and Connie would be in there too. But those three are kind of like, maybe, maybe not. But anyways, so they would fuse together, make a giant fusion, which by itself probably couldn't stand up to the giant meccanoid. So they would have to use something else to do it. And I think the best thing they would use is Steven's bubble. They would use Steven's bubble to make a armor, just like I said, because I think that Steven could have the opportunity to make like a giant thing of armor with his bubble. Link to that video is in the description below, more in detail. So Steven like just joins together and makes this giant fusion, hopefully with Lapis and Pearl. Hopefully with Lapis and Peridot and Connie, but who knows. But anyways, when they link together to make this giant fusion, Steven's power of the bubble goes around them and makes like an armor set, obviously. And then they fight the evil meccanoid, the evil diamonds. And at the end, I expect that they'll both like get a few blows off. But at the end, I expect that they'll blow up the meccanoid, but at the same time, they'll defuse because like that's how powerful the battle will be. So it'll be really interesting to see. I don't know if this is going to happen, but I'm just saying, if it does happen, there's probably going to be a giant fusion involved. And plus, I hope the armor, the bubble armor, will come into play, because that'd be really interesting to show if Steven can make bubble armor. That'd be super cool. I don't know, I just think that's a really cool idea. But anyways, I think that would happen if there was a giant meccanoid. Definitely a big fight. At the end, the meccanoid would be destroyed, but also the fusion would be destroyed as well. So they would still have to deal with the diamonds, but differently. It's just very interesting to think about. Just to think, like, maybe that is how it works. Maybe Steven does, like, maybe Steven will, like, turn into a giant freaking fusion and have to fight a giant meccanoid. Who knows? I was just thinking, it'd be pretty... I was just thinking, like, how interesting it would be if they had a giant meccanoid and how Steven would defeat it, you know? And that's just my personal theory of how Steven could defeat it with a giant fusion and also a bubble armor shield thing. It'd be really cool to see. But then again, Ronan, I think her name is, or Caterpillar Grandma, she has 6 people fused to her, and she's super slow in the hit. Like, she's super slow. So that might happen, and it might be a detriment to the fight. But then again, they could be coordinated enough to go faster than that. So we don't actually know what will happen, and if it will happen at all. I'm just saying, if it happens, I hope that Steven can make a giant bubble. That Steven can make a giant fusion, and also a bubble armor. Just like armor off the X-Men. But anyways, that's my little theory, or my little add-on to a theory, and how it could be solved, how it could be destroyed. Anyways, that's my little theory, as I said. Hope you liked it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. As always, my friends, stay sane. Peace. And I am sick, so this video might not have been that good, but I'm sick. Next time, I'll have more cognitive functions. Hey guys, this is the outro. Just want to remind you that if you want to subscribe, you can press the circle, or if you want to watch another video, you can press the square. And also, if you like the video, give a like, leave a comment, share it. As always, my friends, stay sane.